What's up guys, and you're probably thinking, Aaron, why do you have 6 phones in front of you? The answer to that is we're doing something a little bit different. So today I've partnered with a company called Quick Mobile Fix, and they sell refurbished phones. And we're going to use this to answer 3 key questions that you guys are always asking me. Should you just buy your phones refurbished? What is a good way to buy your phones refurbished? And does buying a refurbished phone mean that for the same price you could just get an upgraded model? And is that a good thing to do? So with that being said, let's get right into it. In front of us right now we have 3 sets of 2 phones. One of each is pre-owned from Quick Mobile Fix, and the other one is brand new. And we're going to compare them side by side to see what sacrifices you have to make and what saving you could be having. Let's start with the iPhone 6s, and for all of these comparisons the pre-owned phone is going to be on the right hand side and the new one on the left. And so of course the new one has the seal on the box, which the pre-owned one doesn't, and underneath they're presented in slightly different ways. Whilst the new phone comes with Apple's official seal around it, the pre-owned one comes in this little bubble wrap packaging. The phone also has 1-year warranty just like the original, and you also get the official cable and charger, but they are presented in a slightly different way. What's also pretty cool is whilst the pre-owned one comes with a screen protector inside the box, you actually don't get that with the original at all. The earpods as well, they look completely untouched, almost exactly as you would find in a new box. Alright, that's all well and good, but what about the smartphone itself? Well, on first inspection, when you pick both devices up, it is very difficult to tell the difference. Interestingly enough, when you turn the phones over, there's a bit of a difference in terms of how the display looks, so it seems like on the refurbished phone, the display has been replaced. Now of course, both these screens are the same resolution and the same size, but you'll notice their colour profile is quite different. And funnily enough, the one on the pre-owned mobile is actually better. It's got a slightly cooler colour profile and can therefore display whites a lot more accurately. The new smartphone's home button does have a slightly sharper click to it, perhaps because it has been used less, but to be honest it doesn't necessarily feel better or worse. Now when you do buy a pre-owned phone, you've got a choice of different conditions. You could either get it in good, excellent or pristine, and the phones I'm going to show you here are all in pristine condition. But that doesn't of course change the fact that you're saving about 40% off the retail price. Having a quick look around the new phone, of course it is completely unmarked in every direction. The refurbished one though does have 2 noticeable scratches, and both are on either side of the smartphone. So actually in terms of the front and the back it's completely unmarked. It looks literally identical to the new phone, but you will be able to tell the difference if you inspect them closely from the side. One other small thing to point out is the refurbished device came with iOS 11 pre-installed, the latest and greatest, but the new phone out the box came with 10.3, so the update has to be installed manually. Let's move over to the Galaxy S7, and as we did with the iPhones, the pre-owned one is on the right hand side and the new one is on the left. Now as this is a slightly more recent phone, the saving on the refurbished model is not quite as large, but still significant. Now again, these 2 unboxing experiences are a little bit different. The SIM ejector tools have a different shape, and the chargers here are of alternate forms, but both of them support the fast charging standard, so not really a problem. There are a couple of things you miss out on with the pre-owned one, such as the earphones not coming in a hard case as they do with the new phone, but also that micro USB to full-size USB adapter. Having said that, these omissions barely amount to £10, and considering the price difference between the two, there would have to be some serious damage to the body of the pre-owned phone for me to say that it wasn't better value, which there isn't. Inspecting the new Galaxy S7 in the light, you can see of course it's in pristine condition. In some lighting the pre-owned one looks flawless, but when you flick it over to some slightly harsher conditions, you can start to see some marks on it. Now the frame of the smartphone going all the way around the sides is actually completely unmarked in this case. It's only when you inspect the back of the phone that you can see these small micro scratches. It's the kind of damage that is obvious on close inspection, but at the same time almost invisible when you're holding the phone at arm's length. As you can probably tell looking at these 2 displays, the icons on the home screen look a little bit different, and that is because the pre-owned phone here is still stuck on Android 6.0, whereas the new one has already had its update to Nougat. Now unfortunately, even though the pre-owned phone here is unlocked, it is up to the original carrier to push out the smartphone update, whereas if you buy the phone directly from the manufacturer, you are likely to get the updates a little bit earlier. Functionally speaking though, both are pretty much identical in terms of user experience, camera and battery life. When it comes to buying a refurbished smartphone, there is another potential route you could go. Instead of just buying the same phone and saving a bit of money, you could instead pay a similar amount of money and get an upgrade. So for example, you could decide to go for a refurbished iPhone 7 Plus and only pay a small premium over a brand new iPhone 7. So for an extra £50 or £60, instead of the usual £120 price difference, you can get yourself a much larger, higher resolution display to enjoy content on, an extra gigabyte of RAM for multitasking, increased battery life, and a much better dual camera as opposed to the iPhone 7 single camera. And thankfully, inspecting this iPhone 7 Plus up close, you genuinely could not even tell it's refurbished. I struggled to find a single mark on the phone. As a bit of a surprise for those of you guys who've watched this far into the video, the company also sent me over one iPhone 7 Plus refurbished to give to you guys. And this is literally going to be a 24-hour giveaway, so if you pop a comment down below, I will announce one random comment as a winner in 24 hours, so that's pretty exciting. Now, to answer our original question, should you buy your phone refurbished? For the most part, the answer seems to be a resounding yes. If you are someone who cares a lot about the condition of your device, then when you go for a pristine condition smartphone, you're very likely to be satisfied with what you get. For the most part, the contents inside the box stay pretty much intact too, and if you do buy from a site like Quick Mobile Fix, then you are going to get yourself a year's warranty as well. So one huge thanks to the company for shipping out the phones used to make this video, and definitely go check them out in the description below, because not only do they sell refurbished smartphones, but they also do phone repairs, cases, and accessories, and offer finance payment options. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Aaron, this is Mr. Who's the Boss, and I'm signing out.